Another group of people that came up during this time were a very radical group of people. Probably wouldn't look at them as that radical these days, but a very radical people, radical group of people called the Anabaptists. They rejected church involvement in state affairs and vice versa. The state should be they were about separation of church and state, and not just about separation of church and state. Like I'm talking about, like complete, like rip apart church and state. They should not have anything to do with one another. Um, to them, the Christian church was a voluntary community of adult believers who had undergone a spiritual rebirth and had been baptized as an adult. That's something totally different than anybody else that we've talked about up until this point. And so they believe that they need to be baptized, but they need to be baptized as an adult. The belief in adult baptism separated the Anabaptists from both Catholics and Protestants who baptized infants. So they believed that baptism was not necessarily like what got you saved, but what showed other people that you were saved. And so, as opposed to the Catholic Church, who believes that you have to be baptized to be saved. And so and that's the reason why they baptize infants, because as soon as somebody is born, they want to make sure that they are going to go to heaven if they die, because the infant mortality rate was pretty high at that point, and so on and so forth. So, that's basically the Anabaptist in a nutshell. So, this picture right here is actually the other people, Protestants and Catholics, that didn't like the Anabaptist. So the guy right here, or to go right here at the bottom down there, that's on the stake, he's going to be burned for his beliefs. That dude was the Anabaptist. And so nobody else liked him. Like, nobody liked the Anabaptist. It's like they all agreed not to like the Anabaptist.